new Bible, bro? Oh, with the notes section? Let me see how this looks. Let's do this. Let's do it right. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna look, but I trust it. We're gonna get to it. Let's read some Proverbs, yeah? Yeah. Ooh, let's go be fire. All right, let's start with Proverbs 24. Do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their heart devises violence, and their lips talk of troublemaking. Through wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong. Yes, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by a wise counsel you will wage your own war. And in a multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too lofty for a fool. He does not open his mouth in the gate. He who plots to do evil will be called a schemer. The devising of foolishness is sin, and the scoffer is an abomination to men. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Deliver those who are drawn toward death, and hold back those stumbling to the slaughter. If you say, surely we did not know this, does not he who weighs the hearts consider it? He who keeps your soul, does he not know it? And will he not render to each man according to his deeds? My son, eat honey because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to your taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be to your soul. If you have found it, there is a prospect, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lie in wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Do not plunder his resting place. For a righteous man may fall 7 times and rise again. I love that one. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and do not let your heart be glad when he stumbles. Lest the Lord see it, and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from him. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the wicked, for there will be no prospect for the evil man. The lamp of the wicked will be put out. My son, fear the Lord and the king. Do not associate with those given to change, for their calamity will rise suddenly. And who knows the ruin those two can bring. I got a couple things, and it's actually super interesting because I was going to talk about waiting to feel ready today. That's why I was like, Proverbs 24:15. Do not lie in wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Like what? I don't know. Like, I'm not even looking anything up. I'm just, this is all just coming from my head based on what I was going to talk about. Like, don't just be waiting for shit to happen. The more you wait, the more you're gonna dwell in anxiety, depression, and overwhelm, fear, against the dwelling of the righteous. Does that mean, like, for the righteous to fall? That's interesting. And another thing too is, like, looking back at this, through wisdom a house is built, right? I wouldn't say I lost everything, because I'm still grateful for what I have. Little things like, not even little things, these are big things. some people don't have both of their parents, or some people don't have the opportunity to still live with their parents. There's always something to be grateful for, you know what I mean? It makes me happy that I'm choosing to look at all the wisdom. Like all of this is like from King Solomon, bro. Like, he was rich, he had all the women. You wouldn't want to listen to a king that had all of those things, my guy? I'm not gonna try to act like I know, I know all of this either. So I just want to share my journey, you know, because this is what I'm going through. It's a big point, I feel like, in my life, and I want to share knowledge with you guys. Oh, I just realized I missed 24 through 34, so we'll continue there. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to show partiality in judgment. He who says to the wicked, "You are righteous," him the people will curse. Nations will abhor him. But those who rebuke the wicked will have a delight, and a good blessing will come upon them. He who gives a right answer kisses the lips. Prepare your outside work. Make it fit for yourself in the field, and afterward build your house. Do not be a witness against your neighbor without cause, for would you deceive with your lips? Do not say, "I will do to him just as he has done to me. I will render to the man according to his work." That one in particular just stands out. An eye for an eye kind of thing. I went by the field of the lazy man, and by the vineyard of the man devoid of understanding. And there it was, all overgrown with thorns. Its surface was covered with nettles. Its stone wall was broken down. When I saw it, I considered it well. I looked on it and received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. So shall your poverty come like a prowler, and your need like an armed man. Ooh. That's crazy. Poverty comes like a prowler, slowly, but your need is gonna come like an armed man. Imagine that, bro. Imagine a soldier, right? Like that. Look at that. Think about it that way. Think of that soldier as poverty just boom. It's definitely something that I gotta learn, right? Your need is gonna come like an armed man, but your poverty is gonna come like a prowler. All right. I'm gonna actually leave it off there.
Yeah. We'll go for like the easy topics.
Okay. I see why people ditch the self-help books after picking up the Bible, bro. By knowledge, the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Yeah. It's good to sit on that for a while. And I don't know, let me know if you guys want to see some breakdowns with ChatGPT. I actually kind of like it because it helps me understand it better. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about mostly. It's all good. Damn, it's all good. Okay. Stop. Just stop. I waited almost 3.5 years to upload on YouTube again. Now that I think about it, I don't know why. I got like 15,000 views on that video, 194 subscribers. It's 195 now, so I appreciate you. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm not even gonna... The thing is too, is like, I kept telling family too, and friends that I was gonna do a YouTube channel. Like, I almost kind of wanted that validation, I guess. I'm gonna upload and see what happens, and if they find the video, then It is what it is. They're gonna reach out. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in my newsletter too. Go ahead and read it. I'll probably put it in the description. I also was gonna start copywriting as well. You know what? No, I wasn't going to. I did start copywriting, and I did get a client. It just took me a little over a year to do it, especially after watching course after course, video after video, just taking in those perspectives of other people's doubts. You know, like when people create on YouTube, they talk about the doubts that they have. They talk about the doubts that they're experiencing. And if you keep watching, if you're an overthinker like me, you're gonna adapt those doubts and fill your mind with more doubts on top of the ones that you already had. Does that make sense? So my best advice to the past me, to the people that are doing copywriting, like, yes, there's a market for everything. It's not saturated. Nothing is saturated. Just go look at stats about projections of freelancers, YouTubers, creators. Like, that's where the world's going. There's always going to be a piece of the pie for you. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable to take that first step, especially if you don't know. For example, when I was working with the one copywriting client, didn't know how to manage this email marketing software. If you know about Beehive, it's easy to some extent, but just working with different things, and it just kind of forces you out of your comfort zone, because you're like, oh shit, I didn't know how to do this. But if you have that right mindset, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna figure it out regardless. And I did figure it out, and I can't explain that level, that excitement that I got when I figured all the automations out. Like, I was jumping around in my room. I was like, oh shit, like I figured this out. Like, it's a step, right? You have to take that first step to know what next step is coming. That's what I have here, actually. You can't see the next step because you haven't taken the first one. So take dirty action, take messy action. A lack of experience is not an excuse. It's a limiting belief. Your mind is going to try. These are just like the notes that I have here for the video. I wanted to be a little bit more prepared than I was yesterday. Your mind is going to try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you don't have what you need already. So just start. Advanced people still follow beginner advice. That's something I got from Dan Coe. Everybody's going to need a refresher at some point. So do it, bro. Create the content. Reach out. Make that video. It's never going to be perfect. So with that, I'll leave it there. See you guys tomorrow.